Well, at least we know what's been following us, Joel said. Yeah, that's one of our problems. The other one is, do they tend to rather bring back their master or become something that's even worse than their master? Altier said. I have no idea, Altier. I honestly have no idea. I thought we were all done with this madness. But instead, we're not done. And we got to continue on with this stupidity. Grace said. Gray, you are absolutely right. I thought we were just done with this whole thing and we can just finally move on, but no. What are we gonna do? Everyone stood quiet, but then Melody came up with an idea. I got an idea. What is it, Melody? Maybe we can convince them to leave us alone. Maybe we can make a deal with them. Melody, that is a stupid idea. How in the world are we even gonna try to make a deal with them? You don't even know what they like. Or if they're too picky for deals. And there's one more thing. Hey, what type of deal can we offer them? Good point. Anyone else have any ideas? I have an idea. What is it, honey? Maybe we can try to see what their true goal is. Besides just avenging their master. I mean, that's just one of those. It's basically like one of those things that they want to kill us and avenge their master. But what about the other thing? Like, do they have a second plan in mind, or do they have something else in mind? Good idea, Gray. Let's try to figure out and see what their true goal is. But first, we need to get to that village. Good point. About a month and a half later, Gray, Altier, Jalal, and Melody finally arrived to the village. A village that hasn't heard about Jalal, Melody, and Altier's crimes. And they're actually a big fan of them. For now, the trio are going to stay in the hotel. Jalal will take top floor, while Melody would take, the bottom floor. While Gray and Altier, on the other hand, they will take the top floor. They decided to rest up for a little bit before they can worry about the dragon and human creatures. Gray and Altier were in a hot tub, relaxing. Now that's the spot. You said it, Gray. My god, this feels so good. Man, I can just sit here and relax all day. Me too, Gray. Me too. The two were quiet for a little bit, but then Old Tear couldn't help to think of something. Gray, can I ask you something? Sure, what is it? Did my mom say anything about me before she died? I thought I told you everything about her. I did. Well, you did, but I'm double checking to see if there's anything else that she told you before she died. Gray thought about it. His memories were still blur, but the ones he kept were the ones that he kept most important. The most important memories were the ones with Orr. He tried to remember something else that Orr mentioned about Old Tear, but he couldn't remember it. He did remember having a conversation with her, but he forgot about what the conversation was about. Due mainly because Urza kept on hitting him in the head multiple times when him and Natsu were in battles, or in short little fights. I wish I could remember. If I did, I would have told you. How come you can't remember? Because due to the amount of time Urza kept on smacking me and Gray around. Seriously, that woman has a problem. Well, she's your boss's crush. About an hour or two later, Gray and Old Tear decided to order takeout. They decided to order some pizza. While they were at a table, Gray was still trying to remember, but he then thought about the dragon and human creatures. Old Tear, on the other hand, had her mind on something else. Gray, yeah, Old Tear, if you and I are going to be staying together, we need to figure out about our house. Oh, yeah, our house. Our house. Crap. I was so focused about those human dragon creatures that I barely even thought about our house. Well, this village is not that big in comparison to all the other villages I've been in. Hang on. This makes me wonder, does this town have a president or a leader or a chief around here? I don't know. Why? Well, maybe you and I can be the leaders of this village. Not in an evil way, though. I know it's here. I know you stopped being evil a long time ago after learning the truth about your mother. Thank you, honey. But I want to lead this village in a good way. Make them see the true meaning of the good side and, well, not to trust people who would take their children and make them suffer the same way that I did. Gray couldn't help but smile at Old Tear. I think you and I will be great leaders. But first, let's just focus on getting settled in first before we think about being leaders of this village. And you do know that's a big responsibility. I'm willing to accept any challenge, Gray. Well, let's just see what happens in the morning. Old Tear couldn't help to look around for a little bit. Gray, you do realize that we're alone, right? Wait, what? Ultier going up to face plant. Great. You do realize we have our own room, and we can basically do whatever we want. And you know what that means? Gray couldn't help to blush bright red. Ah, crap. Ultier launched herself at Gray. By falling the next day, and the two woke up. Then they got dressed. Let's not talk about what happened last night. I've been waiting to do that for so long. Oh god, if your mother was here, she'll kill me. And me too, considering I basically launched myself at you. Plus, we couldn't really do it when Jalal and Melody were around. Good point. I guess you could say that I too was basically dying to do that. Ah, see, I knew it. I knew you'll admit it. Okay, you got me there, Alright, so what's the first thing we need to do? Well, basically, we have to go talk to Jalal. So, come on. I want to keep him waiting all day. Jalal, Gray, Ultier, and Melody decide to have their meeting behind a tree. About a few miles, not too far away from the village, but they were basically back in the forest again. Gray and Ultier also learned that there was no leader of this village. No king, no queen or king, or even both. But still, they got plenty of other things to worry about. Alright guys, so, we know that we're being followed, and I'm pretty sure that eventually those two I bet their friends have already found their bodies. So eventually, we're going to be sending more scouts over here. And we need to find where their location is at. So, follow me. About a couple of hours later, they managed to find the location of their new enemy. Their location was just right outside of the village. Just about 4 hours away from the village. They saw that their leader, there was a dragon with 3 wings. The 4th one was ripped off by a grizzly bear. Alright boys, so, we're hunting Gray, Ultier, Jalal, and Melody. They've killed our master and killed our scouts. We cannot allow them to get away with this. So, here's our plan. We are going to we'll be killing Gray and Ultier and their village. Gray and Ultier come up to feel very, very angry at this. I can't believe they're including the people of the village. Calm down, Ultier, calm down. Let's just hear what they have to say. Now, we'll make them regret on killing our master. And we'll turn to our true form when the time comes.